Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my little Star Wars weekly live chat. No, I didn't do it last week. I just didn't do it last week. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to chat with some fellow Star Wars folks tonight. So I'm pretty pumped. Everyone been watching Bad Batch? I'm sure you have been. Be silly if you weren't. Honestly, now I'm pretty damn pumped about Bad Batch. It's just so good. It's just perfect continuation from the Clone Wars. Glad to see some folks in the chat already, which is awesome. A few early birds, which is always nice to see. Chief Chirper first in. Hello there. Thank you for tuning in as always. Matt Mando, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Mike, tuning in from the land of Canada. Always great to see you joining in. We have Harry as well. What's going on? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. I'm had a really good, successful week getting to 4,000 subscribers. So I have here my little prize that I'll be giving away in just a couple of days. Tuesday, I'll be doing that. So I'm pretty pumped to be able to do that. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked. So, yeah, if you want to join in, just check out the video and see what you got to do. It's pretty easy. You don't have to do much really to get in the running. So, it's just going to do like an elimination wheel. So, now we go. Matthew Martin, thank you again for tuning in. Mr. 4K in the house. I feel like I've really upgraded my resolution as a YouTuber going to 4K. Honestly, like it's I was like Blu-ray for like so long, and now I've just like bumped up my quality of life. It's like a life trophy. You know, I don't get trophies because I don't do sport or anything, but I might get myself a trophy for 4K subs. I might go to the trophy store and find something that I can put on my shelf and be all proud about. Hey, Clayton, how's it going, dude? Appreciate you tuning in. I got a figure today. I'm excited. It's an old one. Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Jewel. This is the last Obi-Wan I've needed. I had this one as a kid, I think, or I had a friend that had it as a kid. No, I didn't. I had a friend that had it as a kid because I had the one that has the robe. I still have that exact Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I recently trying to sort of finish the line of Phantom Menace figures. This was the last one I needed, the Jedi Jewel. And the other one I got recently was the one that had the little soft goods at the front, and he had the real sort of string Padawan braid, whereas this one's all plastic. So I'm going to be opening that up very shortly. Hey, Sci-Fi. Hey, Marco and Gaius. How's it going, guys? Thank you for tuning in, my dudes. I really appreciate that. That's the best. So yeah, what's been happening with everyone else? I know it's been pretty like full on in terms of like toy reveals and all sorts this last week. May the 4th was crazy. It was a great day. It doubled as my wedding anniversary, so I had a fantastic day, and I've had a fantastic week. There's been awesome Star Wars stuff revealed, and there's so much to talk about. Like there's new Black Series figures, new TVC figures. There's been Sideshow, Hot Toys, Funko, all sorts of stuff, which has been really, really exciting. So I'd love to get some thoughts. You know, what are you most excited for, everyone in the chat? I'm excited to get some thoughts. But you know what? I am going to open this guy. Hey, Hasbro Star Wars, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just about to open this 1999 figure that I've had. It came in the mail today. I literally bought it on eBay, and it came with a clone trooper from Attack of the Clones that someone had put back in the box, but it was the There's a clone trooper that came out in 2002 that had the red. It was the Sard, I think, which is the red markings, and they'd like painted it all white to try and cover it up, so it was a standard like army builder, and they just put it back in the packaging, and just like it was like a freebie. They just threw them in there. Obviously, wanted to get rid of some figures, so I ended up paying too much for it. So let's do it. Let's crack open this figure. It's been sitting in the packaging long enough. It comes with the Comtech reader chip. Goes to my where is it? I do have it over there. That's my bling, my Star Wars Episode 1 bling. I'm gonna rock that next time I go to a convention and wear it around my neck. Surely I'll get some good cred for that. You know how it is. Figure life. Sci-Fi's got money down on the new Black Series figures. Nicely done, sir. Apparently, the dude at the Zing I went to the other day, he said that the Night Brother might only be weeks away. I know it says sort of September, but from what he was saying, whether it was just, he just put 2 and 2 together and saw that there were new figures coming in very shortly, and he saw that one as well, maybe just put 2 and 2 together, but apparently they could be in within weeks, for us here in Australia at least. What, those Black Series Clone Wars figures that no pre-orders in the US? Yeah, that's frustrating. We don't even have a release anywhere in Australia yet, so to eBay we go, which is really disappointing. Really hoping some sequel trilogy figures are coming out in the near future. Likewise, I feel you there, Victor. Absolutely. New Death Star droid is nice. More Episode 9 figures for sure, 100%. Yeah, hopefully we can hear something soon. It's got my little boy that Obi-Wan a couple of weeks ago for only £5. Nice one. They're so good. They're like great figures. They're good, well detailed. I mean, they don't really hold up with, the detail and quality and stuff. For their age, they're great. He didn't do the one-hand opening. I didn't. Let's try and do it. Nah, not working for me. Hey, Darth Paul, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Now, one thing I'm surprised about, the sticky tape holding the lightsaber in hasn't turned to dust. A lot of those have, yeah, it's a little bit brittle. It's not too bad, whatever. So this is cool. You got that sort of sticky old figure feel. He's going to need to get a nice hot bath. I think it's just the plastic sort of just goes a little bit funny in different environments over the years. It's just got a real sort of sticky feel, but there he is. He's got the old IDGAF pose. That's cool. I'm digging it. I've got the Qui-Gon. So the thing I liked about these figures when they came out for Phantom Menace is that these guys, Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, they could hold the lightsaber with 2 hands, whereas none of the Power of the Force dudes could. There may have been some like sort of pre-posed ones that happened at some point, but for the most part, the sort of easy access, easy to get figures weren't posed well enough to hold them with two hands, and that was, this really got me. So that's going to need a nice soapy hot bath just to get that sort of sticky, oily. I guess it's just from the plastic, from the age of the plastic. I know occasionally figures sitting on a shelf get a little bit like that after years of sitting around, but that's cool. I dig it. Glad to have him in the collection. I like looking at the card backs to sort of see. This takes me back. I think I only need that Queen Amidala. No, I have her now. I got her recently. So I just need the variants of the battle droid there. But how good is that packaging? So nostalgically great. Phantom Menace Watto figure could hold up today. Love it. Absolutely, man. That's a really good figure. It's is he in reach? No, he's not. He's just out of reach. There's the Attack of the Clones one too, but he's not in reach either. We are grabbing some older figures as well. There are too many exclusive TVC I can't afford, so old school it is. It's a good way to go, man. Like, I do it quite a lot when it's, when there's sort of gaps in between figures coming out. It's nice to sort of go back and fill some holes with some older stuff and sort of get a bit of a nostalgia kick out of it too. I had a good chat, a few weeks ago with Sith Lord 229, and he, like me, are both sort of Power of the Force 2 era 90s figures obsessed at the moment. And I recently just put one on clear acrylic stands, save for about 5 or 6 figures. I need to get another bag of stands. But yeah, to be able to sort of get them and actually play with them again and put them on stands again and redisplay them, give them a bit of a clean up. That was really, really satisfying when I did that the other night. Lot of fun. Did Watto ever get a release again since the Phantom Menace line? I love that Watto. I don't think he did. I know he got a release in Attack of the Clones in 2002, 2003, because he had the little hat. His wings starting to get tired and he couldn't fly around as much because he was old. He had more flies hanging around his head because he smells bad. But yeah, I don't think we've had a Watto since. It's been a long time. Been a very long time. We need a new Watto, Hasbro. Sort it out. I'll take a Hot Toys Watto. I'll take a premium format statue of Watto. I've been pretty obsessed with this guy this week. This new Maul. Just posing this guy up. He's so good. I wish they I've seen a few people like adding paint details to the hands because he should have tattooed hands, but that's just another one of Hasbro's little shortcuts, but it's fine. I don't really care if it means getting a cool figure like this out. Like, I'm loving this guy. He looks so great. I know I've already reviewed him and the light's not really hitting it there. Check it out. That's better. So good. Like, for such a small figure. Still enjoy many of the 5 POA figures. I do too. I just can't get enough of them. I love it. So good. My Maul arrived today. I can't bring myself to open it yet. The box looks so good. Open it, dude. I will send you an empty box. Well, this isn't the empty one. This is the one I'm giving away. But I do keep the empty box. If you want an empty box. No, I know what you mean. If you win the wait till I've had the contest, because if you end up winning, you'll get one to open. So that'll work beautifully. And because you're a member, you get a double entry already. So the chances are with you, my friend. The only other Watto I got was in a 3-pack with Horrocks Rider and a Twi'lek Slave. The former, yes, that's the one I have. That's the one that you, Sci-Fi, have the custom Snoke made out of from, back in the day when TFA come out and someone did a custom Snoke using that as sort of a base. That's the only Watto I got too. I didn't get the single carded one, but that is one I'm going to hunt for because he's. I don't know how different he is. I don't think he's that different. I'm going to consult rebelscum.com while I'm chatting away here and hit up their photo archives. Super valuable resource. I love this site. So they've basically got, every line from Hasbro over the years. But because for some reason the website can just be a little bit laggy. I know Jedi Business is another great one. I use Jedi Business a lot too. There's Watto. So I'm just looking at the sort of standard single card release. He comes with the data pad and the welder. It's more likely to say that on the multi-pack, whether it is just a simple repack. So Cinema Scene, I think that was. Watto's box, yes. Says here, sitting in their exclusive box seats high above the thunder of the speeding pod races are 3 of Moss Esper's favourite locals. Oh, I don't know about that. The shrewd Toydarian junk dealer and his guest, Graxol Kelvian, and the Twi'lek Shaka. Shaka, bruh. They are among thousands of fans gathered on the from worlds near and far to watch and wager on the thrilling Boon to Eve pod race. Okay, so it doesn't actually say anything about Watto, so I'm probably assuming that it is a complete repack. Because yeah, that's the only one I have. You know what my favorite part of Phantom Menace is? It's not my favorite part, but about all the aliens in the pod racer scene is like the one that he's like selling hot dogs, but he's got like frogs hanging off a stick and he's selling them to all the clients. Is like the hot dog cart guy. If I make a few fake accounts, hey, if you want to cough up membership fees with all those fake accounts, be my guest. I won't complain. But yeah, no, I don't think there has been on Watto ever since. But yeah, that's a cool figure set, that one. But yeah, Bad Batch. I want to talk about Bad Batch. Oh, hide that comment again. I really, really want to talk about Bad Batch because this thing is blowing my mind. Like that entrance, like the intro scene with like young Kanan, that just blew me away. Like I was like, whoa, this is just Clone Wars straight up. And to sort of see that go a slightly different path from the comic, the Kanan comic, which is also out of reach. I need to have like, if I was like Pong Krell, I'd have extra arms and I'd be able to reach stuff. Or Bor Gullet. Bor Gullet can reach the shelves. Yeah, so I know a lot of people have been sort of talking about the Kanan comic being sort of retconned, and I think for the most part it kind of has, but I've sort of come up with a little bit of headcanon is that the comic, because it starts off with Kanan sort of retelling the story of, Order 66 and stuff, and his like first days trying to hide away from the new Empire. I sort of decided in my head that that's sort of Kanan's memory of how it all went down. And, being sort of close to 15 to 20 years of him sort of since then, he spent a lot of time being a drunk cowboy, basically. That's how he was remembering what happened when, now that we've seen it in Bad Batch / Clone Wars Season 8, we're sort of seeing exactly how it went down. And yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, it is still a pretty big event for him, so I'd say you probably remember it pretty well. But I just like to have a little bit of headcanon, which is cool. So I'm going to stick with that for now. But we're talking at work about it and saying we'd love a Kanan spin-off series now, just to sort of see what he's up to on the run. Got to say, I wasn't expecting much from the Bad Batch, but that first episode was brilliant, and I wouldn't say I'm a big animation fan. It took me a long time to get on board with Clone Wars and Rebels. I understand that, man. Like, it took me a little bit back in like 2008 when they dropped the movie. I was kind of like, I don't know if Star Wars and animation works. But once I sort of got into watching the series, yeah, it took a little bit. Like, I wasn't on board straight away. Like, I was one of the people who were like, how can Anakin have an apprentice? Doesn't have one in Revenge of the Sith. So yeah, I kind of I understand where you're coming from. But since then I've been all on board, and the animation just gets more and more beautiful. And, the work they're doing there at Lucasfilm Animation is just absolutely sublime. Like, it's some of the best TV, best TV, let alone best animation. Like, it's just top level. I know they sort of spoke about how much work they put into getting the Clone Wars season 7, up and running and available, to sort of really pump that out in such a quality. But I think the reason that took so long is they were rebuilding original episodes. So whereas now they've got all those sort of assets that they can use, and technology just keeps getting more and more powerful. So we're getting what we're seeing in the Bad Batch now is just absolutely beautiful. Like, not to say that season 7 wasn't, because that's some of that stuff is absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's little things like, I was thinking when Omega steps off the ship in episode 2 there on Seleucamai, she sort of drops to her knees and she's picking up the sand, and it's running through her fingers. It's like, you wouldn't have been able to do that back in like season 1 and 2. The transition between the Clone Wars and Bad Batch was pretty well done. I thought so too. I just love that the sort of Bad Batch logo has sort of, or the Clone Wars logo, burnt out to the Bad Batch, and now it's just Bad Batch, which is freaking awesome. Like, I like the new Lucasfilm did the it's Star Wars Disney Plus sort of stuff. They've got the intro where the different helmets sort of flash up. So with the Mandalorian, you had like Kylo Ren, BB-8, Phasma, etc., Vader. I'm liking that in Bad Batch now we're getting animated helmets. So you got Ezra's helmet that he stole. You got Sabine, Chopper, among others. Like, I think that's really cool. I love that they've done that. Monkey Jeebus. Comics are not canon, only movies and TV shows count. Comics and books are supplements. I think what the go is here is that they are canon until something contradicts it. So they've when they reset the canon, they said the novelizations are canon unless they're contradicted by the events in the film. So I think this is the same. So technically, yeah, the canon book is the events that happen there are no longer canon because they've been superseded by the Clone Wars series. So it's kind of cool that it's I don't think it's a bad thing at all. Like, more people are probably going to be watching the show than they are reading the books. And it's a comic from 5 years ago now. Maybe 5-6 years ago. 5. I want to say 5. So it's been a while. So you're going to have to make things work, and you shouldn't be held to the storylines based in comics in order to make a TV show. You shouldn't be beholden to that material, which is exactly what Disney wanted to do when they started the sequel trilogy. They didn't want to be beholden to other existing expanded universe. But for the most part, like, how many people are picking up the Kanan book and reading that once a week? It's not a lot of people. So, but I'd love to see a little bit more expansion on Kanan again. Young Caleb Doom. They just call the series Doom. That'd be fantastic. BB slots in beautiful to the main storyline and offers plenty of fan service. Certainly does. I still didn't pick up on the we're discussing at work. There was a line in the first episode that was like, it was a quote that's been pulled out of a movie, out of one of the Star Wars movies, and it was like a well-known quote, and I just couldn't pick it. We were struggling to remember what it was, but I was like, oh, we'll have to just rewatch it and we'll find it. Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. How are you, Mark? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Ed5, what's going on, man? Glad you could swing by. Mighty South Aussies here. A lot of South Aussies in the group here. This is awesome. Love the intro. It's so good. It's just, I love that. I don't know if it's as great as the Marvel Studios fanfare. I haven't grown as fond of it as I have the Marvel Studios fanfare. I love that so much. I could listen to that all day long. I want that to be my entrance music when I walk into things. Get a sci-fi and Darth Mark. Ed5, thank you very much for joining up as a member too throughout the week. I did mention that. I didn't mention it, but I did notice it because when someone joins as a member, unless it's in a live format like this, or during a video premiere and it's in a live chat and someone joins up through a chat, there is actually no notification for it. So it's a case of actually having to go into my channel and finding, just and checking up on it constantly just to see if anyone else has joined. Otherwise, I don't want to start putting out my little shout outs in the start of videos and miss anyone out. So it's a case of every time I edit a video, I just quickly go check my channel, check the members section in my sort of behind the scenes stuff, and just seeing if there's any additions, any subtractions, because I, as much as I love everyone being able to jump on and cough up a couple of bucks every month just to support what I do here, I don't expect anyone to do it every single month. It's greatly appreciated, and you'll get an extra entry to my prize contest. Shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. Hey, Darth Muzzer. I did see your comment up there earlier. I don't know if I highlighted it, so sorry there, Muzzer. Just finished work, mate. Doing well. Good to hear. Been meaning to join for a while. Just couldn't for a bit. No, that's okay, man. I really appreciate the support. Did you work today? I did. Had a fantastic day. Really busy, really great. We need to next time you're down, let me know and see if we can get you in. That Marvel intro music is my alarm clock. That's awesome. So every day is like a Marvel movie for you. That's brilliant. Oh yeah, I will. Awesome. Yeah, get as many South Aussie folks down to the shop down at Marion. That would be absolutely elite. Had some cool people drop by recently, so it's awesome. Darth Aussie dropped by today, said hello. If you don't follow Darth Aussie, follow Darth Aussie. He's a good dude, and he's got his little apprentice helping him with his videos, and they're a fantastic team. Hey, Red Qual, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I need a trim. I promise I won't take off any ears. You can go home with your ears. Loving the Bad Batch chat. Just watched both episodes today. I'm ready to watch them again, honestly. I just loved going back to this is all going spoilery, so if you haven't watched both episodes, I'm going to talk about it. And I already have, so it's too late. So I love that we went back to Seleucamite and saw a character from like season 2, Cutler Quain and his family. And what was his wife's name? Sula Quain? I'm going to find that out right now. Google Cutler Quain. Sula Quain, it is. It was so good to we haven't heard anything about him since season 2, which is awesome. So I love that they're sort of going back, and I sort of get the feeling that maybe Cut was a previous member of the Bad Batch. So that's kind of my, the rest of the guys know him, and they all know the family. So I assume they've visited Cut before. That's why I sort of think that maybe he was originally part of the crew before he maybe met the sexy Twi'lek, decided to settle down and have a couple of kids. Maybe at the beginning of the day, then it turns into Game of Thrones of the Muppet. Just breaking budgets on Star Wars stuff. That's why we're all here, man. That's why we're all here. That's why we have to get up in the morning and go to work. That's why we're all in this together. Like I've always said, like my chats here on a Saturday night are group therapy. They're like group therapy for people that are impoverished by Star Wars collectibles. But we're all happy, so it's all good. There's a red koala named Liam Gray in Brisbane. That's an interesting fact for the day. I didn't know that before, but I do now. How many episodes of Bad Batch before we see Rex? I'm going to say not very many. It'll be in the first half a season, I reckon. First 4 episodes, I reckon. I'm waiting to see. Watched back the couple of trailers today, and there's one where there's like all the broken down Venators, like on a scrapyard. It reminds me of Baraka from Jedi Fallen Order, that first planet that you're on, with the, he's working as a scrapper on a, taking apart the Venator ships. I can't wait to see that in Bad Batch. Nice posters. You scored those from Zing. I did. I popped into my local up here in Mount Barker on Tuesday morning, and they had a little small one, like, probably twice that size, and it had a soaker on it. And I sort of asked, if you've got any of those sort of left over when the promotion sort of finished, can you put them aside for me? And she said, the girl just said, oh, I've got some posters out in the back. Do you want to take some now? Oh yeah. And she came out with four big posters. There was a Vader one. I took that one to work. So yeah, these will come down shortly because I literally just put them up for a couple of videos, and yeah, I just haven't really been in here throughout the week, so I haven't taken them down. So they will come down probably over the weekend, tomorrow, and I'll tuck them away for next year. But yeah, definitely hoping to go back and get the smaller Ahsoka poster, because it's Ahsoka from Mandalorian. Love how Rex showed up before them. Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, so they're going to be tracking Rex. Oh, I need to go back and watch the Deserter, because I need to see who was Echo with Rex back in season 2. I know you're talking about Rex being there literally a day or two before the Bad Batch showed up, but I'm sort of going back to like season 2. I remember Jesse was there because he has the figure with the speeder bike, which was from that episode. Yeah, I need to rewatch the Deserter. But that's cool that Rex, that was probably his first stop after leaving with Ahsoka. I wonder if she was still with him or whether they'd already separated and parted ways and gone on their own way. But Rex had to... It's got the brain ticking. I love it. Cut was there and led a quiet life. I think he was in season 3 or 4. Yeah, I think it was even back in season 2. Those Twi'lek ladies are highly sought after. For good reason, too. Like, I imagine they're sort of into, Twi'lek ladies are probably like, they probably dig like human males, because you look at some Twi'lek males and they're not much chop. Like, you've got Bib Fortuna, he's not a handsome dude. You've got Orn Fritar, he's disgraceful. Look at Beezer Fortuna from Rogue One. Like, he looks like he's been on some serious medicinals for a long time. Like, male Twi'leks are not very good looking. But then you have Hera's father, Cham Syndulla. And there are some, my point's kind of void, but I'm sort of looking at there's some unattractive Twi'lek dudes. That's basically what I'm getting at here. But there are obviously, I'm thinking back to like Cham Syndulla and like his band of dudes, and for Twi'lek dudes, they're probably considered quite handsome. we're talking about like the appeal of Twi'leks. But yeah, the females are definitely fantastic. Diablo Cooling, hello, how are you? I agree, my budget was over after May the 4th. Bought 2 High Republic books and 2 Lego Star Wars sets. Nice. What Star Wars sets you get? I'm doing well though, thank you. I'm doing very, very well. I've been sort of chomping at the bit to come on and talk Star Wars. Try to get those posters Reinstein store, but they said they're going to auction them off. What? Go to another store, man. Auction them off, please. That's just, they're like giving them for free. Like, that's just, they're sent like boxes of them to hang in the store, and they're basically like, when you're done, take them down, throwing them out. So for the staff to try and make $1 out of them, that's crappy. I'll just go to another store. Yeah, that's not cool. Clone Wars for me is the best part of Star Wars. I tell you what, like, I'm not that far from agreeing 100% with you. Like, it's just so much of that era that I'm absolutely in love with. The amount of content we've had from the Clone Wars over the years and what it has expanded into is, despite the fact that there weren't movies for quite a long time, like the Clone Wars really kept Star Wars alive for such a long time. The Clone Wars figures, I'm looking at them right in front of me. I have 2 shelves full of them. And some of those figures are the best figures that Hasbro's ever done. And that line was probably one of the best I've ever collected. Some of those years when, Clone Wars was dropping every week, that was some of the most exciting times as a Star Wars fan. I've had emotional reactions to some Clone Wars episodes that I haven't had with some of the films. And there's no limit. Animation's always sort of been a sort of lower form of storytelling, but Clone Wars has proved that it absolutely isn't. Like, it is not a lesser form of storytelling at all. If anything, you can do more with animation, and you can still tell stories that hit in here, and make you think, make you feel, and really just hit the emotional level of anyone, really, when you can relate to the characters. It's, yeah, I could go on for a long time talking about how much I love Clone Wars. I want to get the Clone Wars just tattooed across my chest. No, not really, but yeah, it's so good. I just love it so much. 1000th Ghost. Hey, Chris. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Sorry I'm so late. I just got to work. No, don't be sorry at all. I appreciate that you're able to watch while you're at work, though. That's I respect that greatly. I just got heavy infantry hot toy. I saved for that bad boy. Oh, that thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'd love to see more of that. I was after those posters that declined. No room. Yeah, I'm the same, man. Like, I've got like a stack in my corner of like rolled up prints. Plus, I got those other posters from the Holo Chronicles guys yesterday. So I'm gonna have to start creeping out into the living rooms, I think, and try and sneakily hang up some posters. I tried all 3 local stores. Damn. Oh, if you want a poster, hit me up and I'll whack one in a poster tube and send one to you. That I'd probably, if anything, I'd like to keep the Mandalorian one. So if you want a Stormtrooper or a Chewie, let me know, man. I'll hook you up. I'll flick one in a poster tube and post it off to you, because they're nice posters. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to flick one of those to your way. And I put a deposit on Echo Hot Toy. That thing looks amazing, man. That thing looks so good. I'm not sure how the head sculpt's fantastic. Like, his actual like head. I think it looks fantastic. There's just something about it. I'd choose the helmet every other day of the week. I agree about Clone Wars being the best part of Star Wars. Yeah, it's just so good, isn't it? I managed to get Vader and Scout Trooper helmet Lego sets twice from Lego Online. It's got another comment on something. I've got just getting alerts popping up on my screen. I managed to get Vader and Scout Trooper helmet Lego sets twice from Lego Online store. Only paid for one set. Nice. That's a wicked score. Very nice. I'd like to get one of those. They'd be really cool. I still want to get the Boba Fett one, but I think Vader for my Vader shelf up the top there would be really, really cool. The universe expanded so much with the Clone Wars. It did. That's what I love about it. Like the prequels, like there's so many gaps in the prequels. We're seeing that now with the sequels. I've spoken about this a few times, on my live chats, like trying to sort of show where they're going to go with the sequels. Like we've got the sequel movies, and they're pictures of they're the three big pictures, and it takes all that other material to fill in the rest of the canvas, basically. And the Clone Wars has sort of done that specifically with episode 2 and 3. You've got two big pieces of the canvas, and then the Clone Wars is coming in, and Bad Batch is coming in and sort of painting all around that. Rebels fills in the gaps sort of between 3, closer to 4. And it's starting to sort of, it's like an artist finishing with the brush strokes. They've drawn their trees, and now they're going with the background and filling all that stuff in. But some of the extra material in the canvas is as important, if not more, than the films themselves. So that's sort of the the metaphor, not metaphor, but you know what I mean. It's kind of the word that I'm looking for. It's late. It's the word I'm looking for to sort of fill in those gaps. I'm just going to pass on that because I can't think of the word I need. I bought Trouble on Tatooine and Lego Star Wars Resistance X-Wing. Nice one. I like the Resistance X-Wings. I asked their customer service where my order was and thought it was lost, so I sent a second shipment for free. Nice. And then they both show up. My wife did the exact same thing when we had that last lockdown here in South Australia. Was that one that was like 3 to 6 day lockdown that was done in like 2.5 days because there was somewhat Anyway, like we literally run out of toilet paper, and my wife's like, "Oh crap, we're going into lockdown again. Can you please go to the supermarket after work?" So I raced up to the supermarket, and they're all cleaned out. So she ordered a box of toilet paper from Who Gives a Crap, which is the name of the brand, and they send you out like 48 double length rolls or something like that. And the same thing happened. The tracking just stopped tracking it to where it was going after like a week or two. And so she emailed them and said, "Look, this isn't going anywhere. Where is it?" And they said, "Oh, sorry, there must have been an issue, must have come back. We'll send you out another box." Literally like a week later, we had 2 boxes, and that was October, I think, September or October. We haven't bought toilet paper since. We had barely made a dent. So we've been giving some away to friends and family and stuff. So Brandon hit 1,000. Oh man, that's fantastic. I'm gonna have to send him a message to say congratulations. That's awesome. He's been so quickly popular with his channel. He's done so well in such a short time to hit 1,000. That's awesome. Well, congratulations to Brandon. If you're watching this later, well done, dude. Apprentice Ewok. Anyone else that wants to go and sub to his channel, let's bump that number up. Let's give him a buffer zone for that 1,000. So now it's like you announce that you get a milestone, and then you get a couple of smarties that go and hit the unsubscribe button. So you're already back away from that milestone. It's nice to get that nice little buffer. I've just hit where am I? So I'm at 4,016 now. So I've got that nice little like 16 buffer zone, which is nice. I don't think I'm going to be dipping under that 4,000 again, which is really nice. So those Twi'lek kids clone offspring. I don't think so. I think we're sort of led to believe they are, but if the Clone Wars only goes for like 3 years, they're closer to like 10, 12, those kids. So I don't think so. I thought that maybe back in the original episode, The Deserter, but I don't think so now. I feel like they are, with an ex-partner of hers or something. Another story for another time. Hey, Chris, what's up? Night of Ren 789. How are you? Still have to get that Black Series Snoke to you. Hey, we'll call it a trade. Let's call it a trade. I know the posters didn't cost me anything, and the Snoke probably cost you something. But if you want to do a swapsy, we'll do it. Let's tee it up. The Sideshow Clone Wars figures, Anakin and Obi-Wan figures, they look so good and animation accurate. Yeah, they do. They're absolutely amazing figures. They're a game changer. Gaius is going to bed. He said good night. Good night, Gaius. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for watching for a bit. But yeah, I was just thinking, these figures, I just blown away by them. I think they're an absolute must-have. Especially if you know they're going to do Ahsoka as well at some point. That's going to be a stunning figure. Really, really looking forward to those. Where am I? Yuck, the sequels. Hey, I like the sequels. I do love the sequels, but I give them another 10 years, and people will love them even more than the people that do now. And I think they'll grow with age, a bit like the prequels did. A lot of people hated the prequels for a long time. Love how Bad Batch is done right when Order 66 was given. It's going to join a lot of dots. Absolutely. I would love to sort of see more stories beginning from Order 66. We saw it in Jedi Fallen Order, and that was fantastic with Cal Kestis and his master. That was Jaro Tapal. There's the Zeb guy. Who gives a crap TP. Yeah, it's so good. It's a business name. Someone just thought of the name. Like, we have to sell toilet paper with the brand Who Gives a Crap. So someone's making money off of it. I agree. When Obi-Wan says, I fought in the Clone Wars, my 7-year-old self wondered what happened. That look on his face when he said it. It's amazing that Alec Guinness would have had absolutely no idea what the Clone Wars were, but that sort of subtle look he has when he's sort of like sitting back in his chair there and he's reminiscing, like the way he sold that was just like, that's fantastic. What's up, Jedi Trek? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Everyone's saying hello there. Yeah, Brandon's awesome. What a good dude. No, he very well deserved. Absolutely. Hey there, Collecting Unleashed. Hope you're well. Sideshow is going to re-release the Grievous they did back in 2013. Is that a re-release? I didn't know that. We were looking at it at work this morning or yesterday. I didn't realize it was a re-release. Oh, there you go. I thought it was going to be new. But that's cool. That's be a nice one to get. So you get the you could almost pull it off as sort of a slightly animated Grievous. Get the Sideshow Anakin and Obi-Wan. I just did a yawn. I apologize. Hello, everybody. Everybody's saying hello. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other moments in Bad Batch that I really loved. Omega has actually surprised me. A lot of people were sort of a little bit skeptical when the trailers hit, and we had this girl sort of show up, and everyone's like, "Oh, here we go again." Another character. She has been so quickly become like super duper endearing. And there's an innocence there. I think they really hit it with Rey in The Force Awakens too. There was like a slight sheltered innocence. There's that whole sort of, she's quite vulnerable, but at the same time, they're both super strong as characters. Omega can pick up a weapon, and there's something there about Omega. I think we're going to find out in time. One thing I don't like is people saying that Omega is an Australian accent. That's not an Australian accent. That is Kiwi. That is a New Zealand accent, 100%. So stop saying it's an Australian accent, because it's not. So yeah, she's definitely a female. Like, they just switched out the chromosomes and did a different thing there with the Django model. Not everyone doesn't like Omega. I hope she might grow on you. It's still very, very early. And, I always get people's skepticism with new characters sort of coming in like this. I mean, no one liked Ahsoka back in 2008, and everybody loves her now. So things change very quickly. No word on Echo Black Series 6-inch line. It doesn't look like it. I dare say we'll be getting... excuse me. It's horrible. Echo was one of the Clone Wars 6-inch figures that was revealed, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was. Echo was at 5s. I think it was Echo. But I think I want a Bad Batch Echo more so. I dare say we'll get one very, very soon. There is too much good stuff out there. It's like golden years of Star Wars stuff coming out. Lego Black Series, Hot Toys, Retro, Vintage. We've got Mando and Bad Batch with more to come. And Book of Boba Fett, that's gonna kick ass so much. Rest in peace, my wallet. I know what you mean. Everyone rolled their eyes when Ahsoka first appeared. Look what happened. Plus, I'm sure Omega is a Kiwi child actor. More than likely. Sir Alec, I wonder what he would say if you told him he'd be remembered more for Star Wars than Bridge Over the River Kwai. I don't know that you'd be overly happy about that. That'd be the same as Harrison Ford. Every time someone would ask him about Star Wars, and you just go, "Oh, I've done more stuff than Star Wars." I think Harrison Ford was really grumpy about it for a long time, because he spent so much of his career just doing movie after movie after movie after movie, and everyone just keeps coming back to Star Wars. Pre-death Echo. Omega went ghetto on Crosshair. Crosshair's what do they call him? Double Crosshair. I think we'll get Crosshair back. He'll get back. I think once they get to Rex will explain more about the chip. And they'll be able to get Crosshair back somehow, get his chip removed, or will be happy days, I think. I was surprised no TVC Bad Batch was announced. Would have made sense. They could just literally throw them out in a 5-pack. Like, just smash them out in a 5-pack. Everyone would buy it. Everyone would have all 5 figures straight away. Done, dusted, done. Just, I'd pay $200 for it. Just make it happen, Hasbro. Come on. Problem is Hasbro releasing the series figures too far after the fact. They should have the figures on release as the shows drop. I agree with you that 100%. The fact they got Hunter and Crosshair out, a month ago, 2 months ago in some places, but now we're having to wait until August for Wrecker, probably August or September for Tech, with no sign of Echo. They've said Omega's in the pipeline. Like, the show's going to be over well and truly before August. I think 14, 15 weeks. That's what, 3 months. That might be close, actually. That might be very, very close. August, maybe when the series is starting to wind down towards the finale, we might be getting those figures out. But yeah, I agree that they need to sort of be coming out with the release. I think it adds to hype. I think it's always been a case of buying the figures before the movie comes out, when the movie comes out. It's always sort of been something you sort of attach yourself to those characters a little bit more. And the sequels were greatly disserviced by that with the toy industry. The fact that we didn't get as many toys to correspond with the movie release as we possibly could have. So there wasn't that relatability with the characters, because we haven't sat here and looked at Obi-Wan and gone and, you know, had adventures and played with this and, you know, Darth Maul, and, you know, we've got 2 Bad Batch figures, which are fantastic. Those Black Series Bad Batch guys. It's so good. But yeah, the fact that we haven't got the whole crew, like, people are sort of going, oh, well, you know, it would change the game if we're able to get Wrecker now, Tech now, at least those first 4, and then get Echo later on. Yeah, just sort of underserved, I think, these days. He was a great actor. Rest in peace. I absolutely love Clone Wars, so Bad Batch is awesome for me. Then Omega is wonderful and so cute. I agree with you 100%. D. Bradley Baker, if he doesn't get some kind of award for this show, like, he is literally carrying it on his shoulders, clone after clone after clone after clone. And then it's, you know, he's already doing 5 sort of main clones in the Bad Batch. And it's like, here, you can do Cutler Quain again. And, you know, in a couple episodes more, he's going to have Rex again. And he's just doing it all, man. That guy is so talented. Omega will save Crosshair. I think so. I think so too. Crosshair is a badass. He is. I like the sort of... He's got a little bit of Clint Eastwood in him, like a little bit of a Man with No Name, Crosshair. He's sort of silent and quiet. He also, you know, he's sort of almost that typical sniper too. I always think of the sniper Jackson from Saving Private Ryan. You know, he sort of always sort of holds back, a little bit more subdued. You know, I like Crosshair a lot. He's got attitude. I like it. Crosshair's chip needs to be removed. Gang got to get back. Rock onto that. GeForce Racing 20. How's it going, dude? Thanks for tuning in. Remember when Hasbro had 3 main lines, Legacy, Saga Collection, the Clone Wars, and TVC? Now they have struggled keeping 2 up to date. Those were the golden years, man. Those were the golden years. Legacy, Saga Collection, Clone Wars, TVC. 2007 through 2012. Wonder years for 3.75 action figures. They were the best of the best those days. Remember the days when figures be out before the movie released? Those were good days. They say 5 POA dead. 5 POA dead. They say 5 POA is dead and then flood the stores with Mando retro figures. I know, right? I actually really like the Mando retro figures. I think they're really cool, but yeah, I know what you mean. I think that's, yeah, you could probably say that's a, you know, you could give that one a pass because it's not like they're doing movie figures still with 5 POA. And long be there a day where that doesn't come again. Hot Toys Bad Batch, beautiful. I agree with you there. They look stunning. They're going to be amazing. Wreck is going to be a big figure. The good thing with the Bad Batch is we're getting more clone figures. It's true. I would like them in animated style 3 3/4 though. I would love to add to my Clone Wars collection. Remember when the movie has finished more than 2 weeks before release so the toy guys could make figures? Oh, we've got some awesome folks here in the chat tonight. I'm really, really stoked. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. Has everyone entered the contest for Tuesday? It's coming up very, very quickly. It'll be Tuesday morning, so possibly Monday night, early Monday afternoon in the US. But yeah, it doesn't matter if you can't make it to the live show. I'll be putting up my details for times and stuff tomorrow, so I'll have a little show post to sort of announce the time that I'm going to be going live for that, and I'll be rigging up the spinny wheel, the elimination wheel. I've seen a few people use that recently. I think that's a great way to go. So I really need to start typing out all the entrants for the comments and making sure my members get a double vote, a double entry, should I say, for this sweet prize. There's some cool stuff here. I thought, has everyone seen the prize? Has everyone seen what I'm giving away? If you'd like me to share it again, drop a comment below and I'll in the chat here, and I'll sort of just go through it while I'm here on the live chat as well. So. Yeah, I'm excited. This is 21 in the world too. I haven't been able to do this before, so I did my 3,000 subscribers. I got that a year ago, and I was only able to do that to Australia. Last year was messy. Let's be honest. Even though it was quite early in the year, but it was messy last year. So decided this year I'm gonna go worldwide, and hopefully this can find a really good home. Got it in the bag. I'll miss the contest, give others a chance. I'm good. Oh, more respect for you there, Sci-Fi. Plenty of respect for you there for that. But yeah, members get a double entry, so that's awesome. I'm just going to talk about them anyway because I like talking about these things. I like this figure, Reese. I am going to put it in a case. I'll take one of my figures out of the case and put this one in it just so it's protected a little bit more when I send it. But yeah, no barcode on this bad boy. Smash that like, peeps. Do it. Thanks, Muzz. I appreciate that. Darth Maul. Such a good figure. Look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's awesome. Comic book. Hallmark ornament. Big ass Funko Tauntaun with Luke Skywalker. That's a pretty cool base too. Love it. I'd almost be tempted to like get one of these myself because it looks so cool, but I'm not going to go down that route. Mace Windu killed Jango, but Jango's clones wiped out most of the Jedi. Kind of ironic, isn't it? It's like mass genocidal revenge. 3K contest for Australia, 4K contest for the world, 5K contest for the world plus the International Space Station. No, it's going to be only people on Uranus. I had to get a Uranus joke in there. Who's your favorite in the Bad Batch so far? I don't know. I like bits of all of them. I think Wrecker. I just like him. He's just a big dumb brute. He's not dumb, but he's not super bright, is he? He's cool though. I love these like lifting the gonk droid up. I love that. That's so good. I don't know. I'm liking Echo. I love the Echo. They brought Echo in. I think that's just so good. Give Echo a second life. The son always avenges their father in Star Wars. It's the way to go. Speaking about re-ease and figure releases, I got him and 7 other Return of the Jedi figures months before the movie got released. Nice. Hey, Brandon, we're just talking about you, buddy. Congrats on the 1,000. Let's all get a round of applause in the chat for Brandon, a.k.a. Apprentice Ewok. 1,000 subscribers. in such a short time. Congratulations, dude. Very, very well deserved. You've been putting in enormous amounts of work and putting out some awesome videos. So well done, dude. Well done. I really, really mean that. There's the man of the hour. No, it's good. Been a good week for both of us, dude. As you know, I hit 4,000. You hit 1,000. But yeah, I think your average is far better than mine. It's taken me over 10 years to get to 4,000. But you know, it's never really been about the numbers for me. It's about this. It's being able to sit and chat with folks. It's being able to do this, like share my passion for collecting. I've never really cared too much about the subscribers, the views, all that sort of stuff. It's a nice little bonus. But yeah, it's made lots of friends, get to talk to some awesome people every week. You know, that stuff just is awesome. That stuff takes the cake for me. Picked up Black Series Zuckus today at my local hobby shop for $21.99. You just never know what's going to pop up when you least expect it. Nice. That's a tricky one to find now. Virtual applause incoming. Prentice Ewok, well done, mate. I think the characters are more likable here than they were in the Clone Wars. Not that they were bad in Clone Wars, but their own show, just to do them more justice. I know what you mean. Yeah, like it's not so throw around to different characters all the time. Like, I guess in a way, like Clone Wars was kind of cool that way because you got to experience more, but it wasn't super. You know, I would have loved more episodes with Quinlan Voss, or a bunch of episodes with the same characters, as opposed to sort of. Excuse me, you're jumping around so much. I've got the yawns. I've started yawning now. That's it. I'm done for the day. But yeah, it's nice to follow sort of a linear story with a core group. Bad Batch has been good, so good, and it's better than I thought it was going to be. I think this is going to do well. I agree with you there. I think this show's going to be hugely popular. I think the Clone Wars set it up beautifully, and Clone Wars has basically had like 3 lives, and hit multiple generations. Like the first crowd didn't really get it, then it had a second life when it hit Netflix. So it had a pretty good run on Netflix, and that sort of got more people into the fold. And then Disney did their sort of cancellation on it, and it sort of stopped. And then there was fans like petitioning for it to come back for years, and then it sort of got another life with season 7. And we had lost missions in between, and season 7 early last year, and early last year. Wow. But yeah, it really has had like a bunch of extra lives, so it's really been able to grab different generations in such a short time. But yeah, it's awesome. It's really awesome. But yeah, I think people are ready for Bad Batch and ready for more stuff. Good morning, Red 5. It's good evening here, but good morning to you. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry to keep you up. No, it's not the case at all. I've just hit a physical brick wall, but this is keeping me awake. Cartoon Network animated series shorts too. Frontline Hobbies in Newcastle. They sell online if anyone wants Zuckus. I'm just going to look at their website. Type. Great. Frontline Hobbies. Broadmeadow, New South Wales. Frontlinehobbies.com.au. Here we are. Do a bit of Star Wars. Hey, look, they have the Galaxy of Adventures Finn. Surprise, surprise. Who doesn't have that? Yeah, lots of the Armada. There it is. Zuckuss as we see it. I am just share screen Chrome tab. So there it is, guys, in stock. We've got Black Series Mandalorian. That's the Bounty Collection there. That's the second or first wave, I can't remember. Talking Grogu plush, $60. Star Wars Legion, lots of that sort of board game. $40.99. So it's not like they've priced Black Series down for any reason, but they've got Zuckuss there. If you haven't got a Zuckuss, this is going to be the place to get it. You open that page up, in stock. Flat rate, $9.95. Shipping to most areas. Free shipping on orders over $150. Tell you what, if you're in Australia and haven't got Zuckuss, go for it, folks. Pile on. I'm almost tempted to grab another to, in case I can help some people out. May the 4th sale. Let's click on that link. There is no link. I'm going to jump back to their homepage. New releases. Okay, so they didn't really have May the 4th sort of sale here. Some of the helmets. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really show that they've got a thing, but yeah, jump on, guys. Star Wars Black Series. Let's see if they've got anything else. Mandalorian build-up pack. That's it. Go grab Zuckuss, folks. That's too good to pass up. Far too good to pass up. You see that new Star Wars sword they announced? Did I ever? That thing blew my mind. Absolutely mind-blowing. I'd love to see that in person. Got the 4 long and Zuckuss 2-pack on Amazon for $40 last month. Nice work. That's a cool pack. I picked that one up myself. That's a really good pack. They've just started getting Hasbro in. They also have a heap of older Marvel Legends as well. Nice. That's cool. I might check that out. I shouldn't. No, I'm not going to. I can't jump into Marvel Legends again. I'm out. Wish Hot Toys would do more 1/12 scale figures like Dark Knight with the Bat and make Star Wars in that scale. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to see Mezco have a go at Star Wars with their 112 toy line. I think that'd be cool. Like, just do some, because those hyper real figures, they just completely sucked ass. So, saying unlightly. But yeah, I'd like to see some cool stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think Hasbro want anyone sort of trying to compete with Black Series. I mean, they've pretty much got Bandai covered with SH Figure Arts. I think Black Series are pretty much up there in terms of quality and likenesses now. I think I still love the Figure Arts figures, and there's a few that are absolutely just brilliant. But yeah, Hasbro really showed them up with that Dooku recently. So, thanks for the tip there, Muzzer, with the Zuckuss at Frontline Hobbies. That'd be a good grab if anyone jumps on that one. So, being that the yawning has started, I might start wrapping this up. But if anyone else wants anything else to talk about, fire away. Like, pretty much, it's Bad Batch is still really, really early on, and I could probably talk about that all night long. but yeah, I feel like we covered some of the cooler moments of Bad Batch in the last sort of hour and a quarter, which is essentially what I came on to do tonight. Always end up talking about toys. That's awesome. I love doing that. Who doesn't like talking about toys? If you missed earlier, I opened up my Phantom Menace Obi-Wan Kenobi. And I've been playing with Darth Maul as well, because I love this figure so much. Yeah, I love having Star Wars come out on a Friday again. Like, it was amazing having it on May the 4th. Like, that 70-minute episode, just so good. Couldn't get enough. What date in June is the Toy Fair? Let me just consult the calendar. It is Saturday, June the 5th and Sunday, June the 6th. I will be there potentially helping Goody's Toys at his booth on the Sunday. Saturday I'll be working, so I won't be there. But yeah, I'll definitely be there on the Sunday, and yeah, I'm pretty keen to maybe just tee up like a pub dinner or something to catch up with some folks if you want to do that. Try and get a crew together. I will work on doing that in the next week or two, trying to tee up, get a sort of crew together on that, on like maybe a late Sunday afternoon after the toy fair. Just go and have like an early pub meal, grab a schnitzel and a beer or something, and just hang out and chat and, you know, talk some Star Wars and just have a little Star Wars end of toy fair bash and just hang out and do some cool stuff and talk about toys and stuff like that, if anyone else is keen. Before I go, I just want to say I hope your apprenticeship goes well and would love you to be my hairdresser. Sick of answering questions about my work. We could just talk Star Wars. Oh man, if you want to come over to Adelaide to get a haircut, you know where to go. I'm a month in already, and yeah, I'm loving it. Really, really loving it. Learning a lot, and yeah, I can't wait to be good at it. Not saying I suck or anything, but yeah, it's the first time in my life I've actually had an ambition to succeed at a job, not just to get paid. You know, it's you know, great environment, great crew guys that I work with. They're just the best. And the support and the clientele are just awesome too. And yeah, it's just a great place. Makes me happy to get up and go to work every day. As cold, as hard as it is to get out of bed on these cold winter mornings. Yeah, once I'm out and about and there, I'm in the zone. I'm happy. So it's, you know, it hasn't happened for a very long time, or I've been happy to be at work. So it's definitely been a life changer. So I'm pumped. You'll definitely be there on Sunday. Also, we'll travel down on Saturday. Nice, awesome. I'll try and sort something out on Facebook. I might try and put together a bit of a group or something, or maybe on Instagram even, because there's some more local folks on there, and you know, we'll try and pull together a crew for the Sunday afternoon, and maybe get a table. What were you doing before the apprenticeship? I spent 10 years in food production. The last 7 years was in a cheese factory. So yeah, last 10 years have been in food factories. I worked in a meat factory for about 3.5 years before that. So yeah, a lot of my working life's been involved with food industry. So it's a big difference. But you know, to be out of factories is just fantastic. Mine's a 6-blade all over and it's easy, but I'm 600 kilometers away. We just need to get a 600 kilometer long razor blade. I'll DM you on Twitter so I get a snoke to you. Awesome. It's been a great chat. What day's your giveaway again? Awesome. Yeah, do it. My giveaway is on Tuesday. So that is my day off. And I wanted to do it really quick. I didn't want to leave it sitting for 2 weeks because, then the video sort of falls back in the feeds, and, I'm going to go and reshare the contest video again throughout social media. So hopefully those that missed it throughout the week when I did it, can join in as well. So we'd love to get lots of people, but, the more the merrier. But, I really just wanted to get it out there. So it's going to have, it's going to be fun. So Tuesday morning, probably. Maybe at the Goody Hotel. That sounds good to me. We'll make it happen. That explains the cheesy jokes. I had a crap sense of humor. Like, I had a corny sense of humor since before that. So, where in Aussie you Darth Muzzer? That's a good question, actually. I feel like I should know that, but I don't know that I do. I want to say Melbourne, but or at least somewhere in Victoria. But no, I appreciate everyone coming to hang out tonight. It's been good to get it back on the streams and talk some Star Wars. Hopefully next week I might try and organize a guest again to come on and have a chat. So yeehaw, have a ripping weekend all. You too. I hope you have a good one. Happy Mother's Day to I hope everyone's got their mothers and wives a nice gift. I'm going to see my mother tomorrow, so I'm excited to go see my family and hang out and have a nice lunch. Shortland, New South Wales, near Newcastle. I should have known that. Like, you're literally just telling us about the hobby store, and you said it was near Newcastle. I should have worked that one out 2 minutes ago. Glad to be able to hang out. Yeah, let's hang out in person. Let's get a whole crew together down here in Adelaide. We'll go to the toy fair and then catch up at the Goody for dinner. And we'll have a meal, have a chicken snitty and a couple of beers or something. That'll be a good time. All right, folks. Thank you very much for hanging out. It's been that hour and 20 odd minutes. It's just gone really, really, really quickly. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, Marco. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Night, everyone. Say hi to your mum for me. Have a great night. Thanks, Rove. All right, folks. Cheers for tuning in. See you next week. May the force be with you all.